Premier League fans think they already know Christos Tzolis, the Norwich flop who could not handle England. End of story. But that might be the trap, because the player Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea are watching now is not the same kid who struggled at Norwich. He is now 24. He has just produced 51 goals and assists last season. He was named Jupiler Pro League Player of the Season. And now he has practically issued a come-and-get-me plea to Manchester United. So yes, Christos Tzolis failed in England. No point pretending he didn't. But Mo Salah failed young at Chelsea. Kevin De Bruyne was overlooked at Chelsea. Both left, both rebuilt, and both came back and punished the same league that judged them too early. I am not saying Christos Tzolis becomes the new Mo Salah or Kevin De Bruyne, but the pattern is real. Young player fails, leaves England, comes back different, and now the real question is simple. Is Christos Tzolis still the Norwich flop? Or is he the next player the Premier League wrote off and laughed at too early? The biggest mistake would be judging Christos Tzolis like time stopped at Norwich, because that was not the finished player. That was the raw version. A young winger in a struggling team, low on confidence, no rhythm, no real platform to grow. And in the Premier League, that can swallow you quickly. One bad game becomes two becomes a label, and before you know it, nobody rates you anymore. That is what happened with Christos Tzolis. People remember the Norwich version because that was the version they saw in England. But Club Brugge are not seeing that player now. They are seeing a stronger, sharper, more ruthless version. And if United bring that version back to England, the Premier League and the rest of Europe might not be ready for him this time. He is playing like he knows he belongs. That is why this story matters. And this is where the story stops being a nice comeback and starts becoming evidence. Because 51 goals and assists is not a cute little purple patch. That is a full season of damage. But the scary part is not just the headline number, it is what sits underneath it. Let's go deeper. Christos Tzolis has not just become a scorer, he has become a creator. Across all competitions, Christos Tzolis produced 22 goals and 29 assists. 51 goal contributions in 52 games is not hype, it is evidence. And when you strip out penalties, his goals and assists per 90 still put him in the 99th percentile, averaging over 1.15 direct goal contributions per 90. That is not normal. That is not just a player getting lucky because teammates are finishing everything. He created 135 chances. He created 15 big chances. So when people say, yeah, but it is Belgium, fine, bring that argument. But do not pretend this is just a winger having a hot finishing season. The data is saying something else. Then there is the work rate. He is averaging around 3.8 ball recoveries per 90, and a huge chunk of those recoveries are happening in the opposition half. That matters because top clubs do not just want attackers who score, they want attackers who help you win the ball back before the opponent can breathe. In Champions League games, he has been covering around 10.26 kilometers per match, with a top speed of around 32.4 kilometers per hour. He runs, he presses, he creates, he scores, and he keeps showing up every week. That is why United are watching. Not because of nostalgia or hype, because the player who left England with a flop label is now putting up numbers that are very hard to ignore. So what changed? The better question is, why does he look so different now? And the answer is not one thing, it is the body, the role, and the belief. At Norwich, Christos Tzolis looked like a young winger still trying to figure out the speed of the league. At Club Brugge, he plays like someone who knows exactly where he can hurt you. He is not just stuck wide waiting for the ball. He drifts inside. He attacks the half space. He arrives at the back post. He gets into shooting positions like a forward. And that matters because United do not just need another winger who stands on the touchline and waits for isolation. They need someone who can score and create. They need a wide player who can become a second goal threat. The second change is physical. This is not the same teenager who got swallowed up by Premier League defenders. He looks stronger now, more explosive, more comfortable taking contact, more willing to make the same run again and again. And then there is the biggest change, confidence. You can see it in how he plays. He is not asking for permission anymore. He is demanding the ball. He is taking responsibility. He is playing like a man who knows the numbers are real. That is why the Norwich flop label feels lazy now. With Norwich, we saw the unfinished version. Club Brugge developed the dangerous one. And if Manchester United are serious, That is the version they are trying to bring back to England. And this is where the Manchester United link gets interesting. Because this is not just United watching a player from a distance. Christos Tzolis has opened the door himself. He has spoken about Manchester United like a player who would seriously listen. The history, the size, the pull of Old Trafford, that matters. Because when a player with 51 goals and assists is basically saying United would be hard to turn down, fans are right to ask one simple question. So why is this not done already? And that is where the doubt comes in. Because United are not the only club watching. Arsenal have had scouts on him. Aston Villa have been around the situation. Chelsea, Spurs, Crystal Palace, Juventus, Dortmund, even other European clubs have all been linked in some form. So this is not a secret anymore. And once a player becomes this productive, the price does not stay friendly for long. Club Brugge know what they have, a player who could break the Belgian transfer record. So if the fee is around £32 million, maybe rising towards £40 million, United have a decision to make. That is the whole transfer in one sentence. Because if United truly believe Christos Tzolis has changed, then hesitation becomes dangerous. Every week they wait, another club gets closer. Every scout report spreads. Every conversation gives another project a chance to look attractive. And that is why this one feels urgent. Not because United should panic, but because when a player wants the move, fits a need, and has the numbers to back it up, you cannot spend the whole summer admiring him. At some point, you either trust the work or you let someone else take the risk. But this is where the fit gets interesting. Because Christos Tzolis is not a pure touchline winger. If United are looking for someone who stays wide all game, hugs the line, and just isolates fullbacks, then no, he is probably not that player. He is closer to an inside forward. And yes, that means there is some overlap with Matheus Cunha. Both like to drift. Both can move into central areas. Both want to attack the box rather than live outside it. So United have to be careful, but that does not mean the fit is wrong. It means the fit has to be understood properly. Christos Tzolis is not coming in to give United width every second of the game. He is coming in to give them output, goals, assists, final third decisions, runs into scoring zones, a winger who plays like a forward when the chance arrives. And that is something United still need. But the key is balance. If Cunha drifts inside, the fullback has to provide width. If Tzolis comes inside, the structure around him has to stretch the pitch. That is not a problem if the system is built for it. It becomes a problem only if United sign him expecting him to be something he is not. So the pitch is not. Tzolis solves every left-wing issue. The pitch is. Tzolis gives United another serious final third weapon. And if he brings anything close to the confidence and output he has shown at Brugge, then suddenly, United do not just have another winger. They have another player who can decide matches. But there is risk here. Belgium is not the Premier League. Club Brugge is not Manchester United. And 51 goals and assists does not automatically travel to England. That is the honest part. The pace is different. The pressure is different. The defending is different. And the price will matter. But the question is not whether this deal is risk-free. It clearly is not. The question is whether the evidence is now strong enough to take the risk seriously. Because this is not just a winger with a few goals in a smaller league. This is a 24-year-old producing goals, assists, chances, pressing numbers, recoveries, distance covered, and player of the season form. That is a different conversation. So yes, United should be careful, but they should not be scared of an old label either. At some point, the current player has to matter more than the old memory. And that is what makes this deal so interesting. It is not safe, but it is not blind gambling. It is a bet that the rebuild is real. Football moves on, players grow, confidence changes everything. And the version of Christos Tzolis that Manchester United are watching now is not the teenager who left England with a label. But if United believe this version is the real deal, then this is exactly the kind of deal smart clubs explore before the rest of Europe fully catches up.